chili in the name of.
Hello again and welcome to Season 7, Episode 10 of Chilli in the Name of. In this episode I'll be road testing 2 sauces and 1 salsa by Mikey V's, including Crack of Dawn, Garlic Scorpion Hot Sauce, and Mikey V's 7-pot Primo Salsa. In previous episodes I have road tested other sauces by Mikey V's that were sent across to me by Brian McNeil. This time I was lucky enough to be sent these two, the Crack of Dawn and the Garlic Scorpion Hot Sauce, as well as the Eat a Fat One 2.0, which is sitting there up on the shelf. I won't be reviewing that today. Brian McNeil also sent me for my birthday the Mikey V's 7-pot Primo Salsa and Broc de Mut, which is a seasonal type powder. So without any further ado, let's get on it. The first sauce I'm going to try for you today is Crack of Dawn Hot Sauce. There's Crack of Dawn there. It's got a son wearing sunglasses and it says hot sauce on his t-shirt. He looks very happy. It says Crack of Dawn there. In terms of ingredients, it has white vinegar, cider vinegar, pineapple, yellow bell pepper, onions, yellow fatali peppers, raw sugar, fresh garlic, lime juice, kosher, salt, garlic powder, and orange peel. This is right up my alley. As you know, I have a propensity for liking pineapple-based sauces. This is yellow as. Let's have a look at it. It looks like sunshine. It really does. It's quite amazing. It's a medium consistency there. Really shiny, yellow, beautiful color. Let's crack into it. Okay. Yep. So it needs a bit of a shake. That's a beautiful color. Just look at that. That's lovely. It's so yellow and bright. I'm expecting this to smell the same. Yeah, that's really fruit forward. Vinegar forward. Let's try it out. Yeah, it's very vinegar forward. It's very much about the fruit. The fatali peppers do hit you pretty much immediately. They're pretty hot pepper, but not super hot. And it has coated my entire mouth with heat. It's not as sweet as I was expecting, but it is certainly as bright and shiny as it looks and from the ingredient list. Now, in terms of heat, I'd probably give this a 6 out of 10. It is quite warm. In terms of what food I'd have it on, it's probably not as pineapple-y as I had hoped, but I still reckon it'd be great on pizza. Be really good with things like fresh fish, like raw fish, sushi style fish, sashimi. You could probably have it, with your burgers or whatever. But I do think that this is probably geared. You could still put this all over your pizza and it'd be fantastic. Love it. The second sauce I'm going to try for you today is Garlic Scorpion Hot Sauce. There's your Garlic Scorpion. It's got garlics and it's got a scorpion on it, and it's a hot sauce. There it is up close. In terms of consistency, you can see it is a medium consistency, but with a good sort of chunkiness to it. It's got some flecks of black in there, some bits of garlic and stuff like that. I was lucky enough to actually get a pre-release version of this last time I reviewed some stuff from Mikey V's. Let's see if it's any different. Yeah, so it's quite bright. I think the olive oil is making it have that sort of red sort of stickiness on the neck there. Let's crack it open and have a sniff. That smells really fresh and tomatoey. Garlic's up front. Let's try it out. It's very garlicky. It's garlic forward. Not as much vinegar as in the previous one. Scorpion peppers come up after the tomatoes, so it's almost like it's a tomatoey sort of savory tomato sauce, not a sweet one, not like a ketchup. It's salty, it's vinegary, it's tomatoey, it's garlicky, and then the scorpions come up after that, which is really nice. I love that hit of scorpion after you've had the flavor profile of everything else go. Yeah, look, this is a fantastic sauce. I do think that maybe it's slightly different from when I had the pre-release one, but I tell you what, this is one of my favorite sauces right now. I can tell you right off the bat, this is so tasty. It's going on everything. In terms of heat, I'd probably give this a 7 out of 10. In terms of flavor, this is going on everything. Yeah, look, I think everything from Mexican to Italian to potato chips, whatever you'd want on it. So much flavor in there and just enough heat to make it really interesting. The third sauce I'm going to try for you today is 7-Pot Primo Salsa, and it says, "Try it, I dare you." And it's got like a devil dude, skull dude with like horns coming out of his head, and like this looks like a 7-Pot Primo chili on fire with some like claw hands, some skeleton hands coming up to grab that. In terms of ingredients, it's got tomatoes, onions, 7-Pot Primo peppers, jalapeno peppers, lime juice, fresh garlic, cilantro, pure cane sugar, kosher salt, black pepper, spices, and cumin. There's a bit of a story behind this. It's a collaboration between Troy Primo and Bill Moore of Bill Moore's Hot and Spicy Product Reviews. As you can see there on the back, it's got all their logos. There's the Primo Peppers logo there and the Bill Moore's thing there. In terms of heat, it says it's right off the dial up there. So instead of doing this on a spoon, I'm going to do it as it was intended. It's a salsa, so I've got some corn chips here. Let's have a go. Oh, that smells amazing. Really beautiful salsa smell going on there. It's chunky. I don't know if you can see that. It's quite chunky. And it's got like, you can see the bits of onion, tomato, bits of peppers in there and stuff. Let's get in there with a nice big corn chip full. It's super fresh salsa. It's really fresh and beautiful. Tasting the tomatoes, the onions, the peppers are coming up after that. The 7-Pots after the Scorpion probably aren't hitting me as hard as they would normally, but 7-Pots are 7-Pot Primos are up there with the hottest in the world. It's a straight up salsa. It's beautiful. It's delicious. It's not going to last very long, but it's a salsa, so you know what you're having it with. You're already having it on like your nachos, or you're having it as a dipping sauce, or on tacos or whatever. Yeah, this is a stroke of genius, and Mikey did say he wanted to find and build a salsa that was hot enough for him. The Texas X's one, which I've previously reviewed, was hot, and this is a step up from that, and I think it's right there in the ballpark for me for how hot I want my salsa too. So fantastic work there. In terms of heat, I'd probably give this a 7 out of 10. In terms of flavor, it's a great salsa.
Chilli in the name of bonus round.
And in this episode's bonus round, we'll be trying out Mikey V's Broc de Mout. Now it says here that Broc de Mout is a Hawaiian word that is used when describing food that is unbelievably delicious. Now this is a seasoning mix, as you can see there. Broc de Mout. It's got the usual Mikey V sort of stuff on there, the Mikey V logo and the Texas flag with the map of Texas. In terms of ingredients, it has salt, red peppers, black pepper, garlic, and Carolina Reaper peppers. It's a pretty straight up mix for a seasonal type seasoning mix. I'm going to open it right up and get a little sniff of that. It smells like McCormick's seasonal, and I think it's probably based around that same sort of seasoning mix. I'll get a little spoon of it. It is Carolina Reaper powder. Yeah, so it's salt up front. Then there's the spices coming from the pepper, the red pepper, the Carolina Reaper peppers, and it's quite simple. Salty peppers. The Reaper pepper is really nice. It's like you could put it onto anything you wanted, like a baked potato. This would be fantastic on that. Put this on your fries instead of normal salt. It gives it that little kick. And yeah, it's just a really good, really good all-purpose seasoning to add a little kick of like that heat and just that saltiness that you might want in something like this. And I reckon this really lends itself at potatoes. But I've had it on pasta, and I've had it on a few other things as well. In terms of heat, I'd probably give this a 4 out of 10. In terms of flavour, like I said, it's seasonal. Put it on everything. And that concludes season 7 of Chilli in the Name of. Thanks for joining me on this journey through so many different hot sauces. Mikey V's, look, I've said it once and I'll say it again. Mikey V, you're a flavour master. These are exceptional without exception, if that makes sense. If I was to choose a favourite out of these, I'm probably going to go with the garlic scorpion, because I just think that this is going to be used on so many things, and it's so tasty, and it just has enough heat to make things interesting. Without exception, again, like I say, I've been putting this on everything. That's not going to last long. This salsa is killer. And yeah, if I ever get pizza again, I was finding it hard to get pizza in isolation without having to dial it in. This is going all over that. Thanks once again for sending me all that stuff, Mikey V. And thanks for joining me on this episode. So I hope you had as much fun with this episode as I did. See you in season 8, but until next time, see you later.
Chilli in the name of.